stinky, floppy jellyfish. Washed up on the beach now. And then what are you going to do, Jelly? When I come by and poke at you with my stick?
Why, Tenno, what an intriguing warframe you have. I look forward to adding it to my inventory.
Fine, let's do this!
Death to the Tenno!
Look at me, Tenno. Don't you want this? Can't you see what a gift this is?
excited now. The anticipation. Ooh.
Well, here we are. Here we are doing little Warframe Wednesdays. What's that? Is that Ving Rames on a wharf? That's right, it's Warframes. That's sad that you laughed at your own joke quite so much there. Yeah, a little bit, isn't it? A little bit. Right, what do we plan on doing? Well, you know what? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look in what should be a now openable room. Nope. Maybe it's... I don't know why that door is not opening. Interesting. I wonder if I have to do something specific. Because that room should definitely be viably openable. And I don't quite understand why it's not. So look, oh, why are we zooming quite so close to his crotch? Oh, because we were focused on something else, I think. Okay, there we go. So he's got the little polyp on the side of his neck. So I wonder if my basic hydroid will now be allowed in the room. Interesting. Okay, so that's something to note.
Is it not, Operator?
I mean,
just would enjoy purging this.
Pretty bad, but yes.
But sadly, this vile mass serves you and your Warframes.
It certainly does.
Evil.
And look at it. Look at the foul mouth that is now present in the back of my ship. And it is, I believe, now, okay, let's just... So we should be able to get in...
No! Have you lost your mind?
I mean, apparently, yes. This might go horribly wrong and I lose my favourite frame. No? Okay, so, right. Now, it's slightly bizarre that that would happen.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Okay, that might be why. I wonder if that's why nothing here seems to be functioning the way I think it should be functioning. And it's simply because... Oh, well, at least we got the polyp off of my Warframe's neck, but... Yeah, I'm assuming now... Yeah, that door refuses to open now. I wonder if, I'm assuming loosely that's the point, because for those wondering, and I don't think there's anybody wondering, there never is. Alright, oh shit, I have 2 hydroid primes. I did not know that. I'm not 100% convinced that's correct. Huh. I must have had my own hydroid prime. I really did not think I had my own hydroid prime. Oh well, no, I mean it doesn't affect decisions all that much. It doesn't. Yes. Oh well. Oh well. I think we have a we have a candidate for doing something I wasn't necessarily thinking I would get a chance to do, but nonetheless, if I've got 2 hydroid primes, and I mean, you don't necessarily need 2 hydroid primes. Arguably, you don't necessarily need a hydroid prime and a hydroid, but they do have slightly different statistics between their prime variants. Right. Okie dokie. So, I could just straight up do the Heart of Deimos, but I kind of want to go back and figure out some of these. So there's a part of me wondering... So as you can see, I have done some of these quests, because, well, I've played the game before, but then there's a huge swathe of brand new quests here that I have never tried. So have we done the sacrifice? I'm assuming the answer is... completed... Interesting, I can't see one, and I might be being blind. Ah, no, okay, so we have not done the sacrifice, so we can't do the new war. Can we do the sacrifice? Not until we do the apostasy prologue. Where is the apostasy prologue? Well, maybe I've already done the apostasy prologue. Apostasy prologue. Again, not entirely sure where it is. The apostasy prologue. Okay, no. Well, we don't know what that is, so that's going to be difficult. Oh, build a dry dock in the room in the dojo. Now that's definitely plausibly able to be done. Talk to Ergo Glast in the Perrin sequence room in any relay. That's going to be not unreasonable to be able to do. So I definitely feel like the Apostasy Prologue is a mission I'm supposed to know about. Oh, maybe it's some... Oh no, that's just mission types. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. That's information, information, information. So, talk to Yuriko in Fortuna. Don't 100% know where Fortuna is, but I might be able to do that. Yes, okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. Reach Observer rank with the Quills, okay. Talk to Ergo Glast in the sequence room in any relay. That's probably going to be the easiest thing to try and do, although I can't deny I'll have a look in the dojo, because for those of you who know, I used to play this with Mr. Malice Caliber, and therefore when we were diligently playing it, he built the Apocalyptica clan. Oh, these are featured ones, aren't they? And therefore we have ourselves a dojo, which is probably quite difficult because there's only 2 of us here, but there was only ever 2 of us in this clan. You never know, if this suddenly goes well. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You think this will go well? Maybe, just maybe. I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh. No, I really don't know what that is. I don't know how I participate in that. I don't even know what that is. Let's try and find out. So, Apocalyptica 1. Okay, so there is a spare door slot there. And there's this room, the Orokin Lab. Intriguing. This feels like it might be where you get some blueprints. Oh, no, okay. Ah, constructing a solar row. That was a big thing from ages and ages ago that I can't remember. That's going to be a spoiler alert. That is definitely going to be a pattern to this. That's definitely a thing from ages ago I can't remember. And then this is definitely a thing from ages ago I can't remember. Ah, so there's a transporter. Yes, we do have a transporter, don't we? So, to the garden. To the garden. Woo, to the garden. Yeah, well, let's get the big map. Whoa, it's the big map. Yes, it's the big bad map tonight, y'all. So we do have an elevator. So we could always have love on an elevator. Not that we ever really wanted love on an elevator, but we do still have an elevator nonetheless. Right, so we've got here... Aha, here we just have 2 corridors. Right, so at this point... I mean... insufficient space, okay. Interesting. It requires 3 doors, is that right? I think it possibly does, yeah. Oh, no. No, I think it's saying there are 3 doors, okay. So we need energy. How did you get energy? I'm assuming like this. 1 door, dead end. Well, that's not great news. Because you would want probably a corridor in that stance. I'll have a look in on that and sort that out on my own. Oh, dearie me. That's not the best of things to have happen. There are probably some new bits in some of these labs we had as well. So I'll have a butcher's in the labs. You never know, there may be a project from like years ago, years and years ago. There's a project lying somewhere unfinished. Or, I suppose, yeah, the best scenario is it's going to be having finished years and years ago and is now languishing, just sat here waiting to be picked up. But no, it doesn't look like there's anything particular there. I think we do. I was going to say we've got that. I wonder if crafted. Okay. Ah, interesting. Okay, there we go. So the HEMA. There we go. So the latest thing we were fiddling with was trying to get the HEMA research, which is fair enough. Is there anything else obviously needed here? No, I think everything else is... Oh, I suppose the pox looks like it needs to be started. Yes. And then also, as I say, the HEMA appears to be partially. Squad recovery thing seems to be in there as well. I can't deny it, that's not looking like a huge amount of things. 74 owned, 200 owned. Okay, that would drain a lot of my resources. These sort of things are designed to be done with multiple people. Unfortunately, as I don't really have multiple people, it's going to end up being me doing most of the work on all of these things. So, there's the Cyanex. Interesting. Nice. That one's, although plastids again, I've got very limited flat plastids. I've got flaccid plastids, perhaps. Falcor. I mean, that's a sexy looking weapon, isn't it? Well, at least I think it is. One assumes it's a glaive. So I've got plenty of them. I've got plenty of circuits. I've got plenty of them, and a reasonable chunk of them. So I can't deny it. I might, since I like the look of it, let's start the project. Yes, I am okay starting that. And now let's contribute, and basically I'm going to contribute everything. So 5,000 credits, 550 doodads, 325 circuits, 1,750 of those. Oh, I could have just pushed the Y button, that was a shortcut. Oh well, I didn't know that, never mind. Thank you for your contribution. So at this point it should just be, yeah, 2 days, and I'll get access to my blueprints at least. And then that's some bits and pieces there. Let's go find the Grenier lab. Whoops, I've gotten caught on the koi pond. Caught on the koi pond. Caught on the koi pond. Ooh, it's painful. I'm caught on the koi. As opposed to caught on the car. But what are these? Oh, this is the Grenier Research Lab. I thought it was. It just didn't 100% look like it. Ah, the Nux. So we need tellurium. I have not got a lot of tellurium. And I don't have a lot of cryotic either, which is unfortunate. Everything else we appear to have researched here. Any glaring obvious things we haven't? No, it looks like most of these we really have. Cool. So Grenier perhaps didn't get much in the way of advancements here. Let's try and find another place to go. So that, I think this is back where we actually began. Yes, it is. And here's something. What is this? Oh, a trading post. Okay, that's fine. And then this one I think was some kind of lab as well, maybe? Oh no, that's the room options, that's one. In here was some kind of other lab. That's room options. Yeah, Orokin lab. Well, I can't seem to do anything specific in the Orokin lab. No substantial interactions there, apart from the solar rouse. That's fine. Right, well, I think the dojo at the moment is pretty much a dead end, unfortunately. So we won't be doing much in the dojo. At some point, eventually, probably we'll try and do something in the dojo. Now, let's try and look out. What was that fella, the glassed fella? So, ergo glassed in the Perrin sequence room in any relay. So we'll have to go find the Perrin sequence room in a relay. That shouldn't be too difficult. Strata relay. You said any relay, so strata will suffice. Unfortunately, as we've seen, as I saw in the tests, if there's too many people in this relay, we could be chugging on the frame rate, which I don't know. Weird that this one does that. I suppose it's probably simply the whole, you know, trying to do fairly high-end games such as Warframe on top of trying to run the Streamlabs on top of running a stream in the background, and all of the things together mean that if you have too many things on the screen, the game goes no. I have not got the resources. You must build more, whatever the fuck they are. Oh god, that's going to bug me now that I can't remember what those things were. It's a classic, age old. Now this is interesting. This is very different to what I remember these things looking like. I suppose it might just be based on the fact that I've ended up in the strata relay perhaps, but fuck man. Yeah, this is substantially different to the relays I'm used to. Hey, Robo Dude. Wow. Shit. That's yet more stuff where it's like, I don't know what this is, but fuck, man. This is fun and exciting to find all the new stuff. Also, I think... I don't know where that is. I'm trying to navigate the sodding map. Okay, there's what appears to be... Is this an elevator or a teleporter? It's an elevator, right. So descending into the bowels of this place should hopefully allow me to find some more things. Unfortunately, I should have looked it up, but I'm not 100% sure which symbol is the Perrin sequence. Okay, that's mission control. That's not helpful to me. Unless I actually have a mission, in which case it would be very useful. This, what are we looking at? Sanctuary. My sanctuary. I know, but not at the moment, Chief. Not at the moment. We've got a specific purpose in mind, mate. So what is... Ah, this is my dude's Darbo's shop. Yes, he's got all the bits and pieces. I can't say I want an Ankyros because I'm fairly certain I own an Ankyros. Plus, I think that's real money? Question mark. Yes, that is real money. Platinum is real money. Where's the exit? There we go. Okay, let's try and... Oh, this is the Conclave. I didn't mean to go to the Conclave, mate. Sorry, Chief. I'm sure you're an exciting fella, but I didn't really want to go there. That's his shop. Now I've got to figure out, I suppose... Round the corner won't work. Is that another descend? No, that's ascend. Is there another descend here? Nope. So, where are the things? Where are the things going? Yes, that's that. I need to know how I can access the things. Where do we act? I don't think that's an actual hole. I mean, you can get further than I thought you could down there, but that is not an official hole. Since when has that ever stopped people? That's not an official hole, how dare you? I don't care if it's an official hole or not an official hole. All I care for is being allowed in it. So that's the corridor we're after, right? Okay, so where is this? The Steel Meridian, right. We're heading in the right direction now. Right, this one I believe is Cephalon Suda. Yeah, that's the one. Incident Archive. Oopsie doodles. This one, Steel Arbiters of Hexes, yes. And hopefully, if we can just shoot on over here. This one is not the one I'm after either, is it? Or is it New Loca? No, that's the one. Sort of recognise the symbol. The Perrin sequence. Turn in quittances. If I have any, I will happily turn them in. I don't appear to have any. That's fine. Excuse me, I'm looking for Mr. Glast. Mr. Glast. Are you Mr. Glast? I don't think you're Mr. Glast. What are you doing with Corpus Technology? How dare you? I will simply be destroying that. Are you Mr. Glast? It's a definite possibility, but we'll check out these dudes at the back here as well, just in case. No, I think this fella here must be Mr. Glast. Ergo Glast. There we go. The Glast Gambit. And Perrin sequence offerings. Well, I think I might be hated by the Perrin sequence, so this might be awkward.
Time is credit, Denim, so we'll forego the usual formality.
Why, thank you.
We have a dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people. Have
Oh
you
dear.
heard of them?
No. So is that going to be awkward?
Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really. The Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested. A dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods. But I've received disturbing news.
You've probably received some disturbing parts, in fairness.
Has raided their colony, making off with more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us.
Did he?
Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about. Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray.
Well, do you know what they say about Papa?
I'll
You
pray
have
for
to
the
ask him
Tenno
not
to
to preach.
save my family.
She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation. Before we can rescue Neo and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses. Our financial strength is useless against the mindless horde. We need Tenno muscle.
You don't get more muscular than me. Well, actually you do. A lot of friends are more muscular than me. Will I help? Yes. Yes, I will.
Such generosity. I knew the Myconians could rely on you, Tenno.
Set the glassed gambit as active quest. Yes, that is the point. Or at least doing a quest is the point. Are we finished? Are we finished talking, mate? Oh, yeah.
The probability of us working together has converged on never.
Which, there's an irony there, isn't there? He's literally just asked for my help, and I've said yes. And then he goes, the prospect of us working together is never. So, awesome. I did say, though, didn't I, that I'm not convinced I'm liked by the Perrin sequence. For those of you unaware, I don't think there's anybody there to be unaware, but for those of you unaware, there are 6, I believe, factions in this game. And you can see some of them here. This is the Red Veil, there you go. And we have actually ended up, because I didn't know the symbols, we've ended up looking around every single one of them. But nonetheless, the point there is they have sort of different interactions, and if you declare your allegiance to one or the other, you lose allegiance over some of the other ones. On Hydroid Prime at the moment, I do not actually have an allegiance sort of sigil set, so I don't deal with any of that. Can I not? Oh, I genuinely thought I could just leave via my own ship, unless that's not my own ship. Ah, no, it's not my own ship. My own ship is over here. You can tell because it's black and red. Leave red. Leave Rayleigh. Yes, it's black and red, Bane. It's my voice again. Why are you saying black and red in the Bane voice and then calling out Bane? So, what do we do about the glass thing? Because I think I just agreed to do the glass. Unless I fucked up and did not do the glass. No, I think the glassed gambit is available, right? Okay. So where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I feel like I'm supposed to be going somewhere. Unless I'm actually no, that's the reward is the Nidus blueprint. That's fine. What do you want me to do? Oh, you must challenge Neff on the index. Beat him at his own game. Okay, well, I suppose let's find Neff on the... Oh, here we go. The Glassed Gambit. Oh, right. No, that's something completely different. No, the Glass Gambit is exactly what it is, but not what I thought. Here we go. Hang on. Why, hello. We are warframing. It's struggling, but just about doing it. Did you not... What are you doing? I thought I agreed to do the thing. Again? The unfortunate truth is I can't remember how. That's the sentence. I can't remember how. It is quite a nice overlay. I'm quite pleased with it. If you keep an eye on the flourishes on the sides and the infested tentacles at the top and the little J Dragon hologram in the corner. I realise I've just asked you to basically look at the whole thing at exactly the same time, but nonetheless, there's motion bits. Right. So yes, quests, Glassed Gambit. That's what I want to do. Are you going to guide me in any way, shape, or form? No. Is the answer I'm getting. No, I don't think you are going to guide me in any way, shape, or form. Oh, right, okay. So it said defeat Neff on index or something. On the index. I don't know where the index is, which is a problem. I don't even know where Neff might be. Are you sure you don't want to give me something more, game? Just like a little bit of something? Just like take me there to the Paradise City. Which, it's changed a reasonable chunk since I played it last as well. Plus, I can't remember any... can't remember how to do, and that's proving awkward. So, right, select this one. This is my active quest, right? The Glassed Gambit, right. Neff Anyo has stolen the children of the Mycona colony. Yes, we established that fact. And it is up to you to get them back. You must challenge Neff on the Index and beat him at his own game. But Tenno, beware, not all is as it seems. Okay, so I'm happy to do that, but it feels like there's got to be, unless, is that an actual email, or is that the one I've already had come through? Inbox. Aha, okay, ergo glassed. Right. So maybe that's what I was supposed to do first. Ah, well, that's a shame. If you, I believe, do exclamation Warframe, exclamation mark, and then just Warframe in lower case, you can get the website if you wanted to, but, I mean, I can't deny it. This one seems to stutter every now and again. It's a bit of an awkward one to be playing, really. I don't know. It is a weird one, because it seems to be fine in terms of the stats of my machine, not like suddenly choking up into horrible values, but it still seems to struggle. But oh well. Right, just in case, here just in case you need to do Niba's drawing the dark-eyed man. Good. To my inventory. Okay, cool.
I trust
Aha.
Ergo Glassed, but a colony that survives amid the infestation, it seems impossible.
You could, and if you try it on a Wednesday afternoon, you are technically more than welcome to join me. I will usually have something in mind, but, you know, we can always get you leveled up or something and do something other random. There we go. That's what we were after. I knew you could push the button and it just take you straight to the mission. I just hadn't done the preliminaries first. But I'm sort of just trying to fill in a lot of the mission gaps that I haven't done because I haven't played it in maybe 3-4 years, or possibly even more.
In his gluttony, Mr.
Hello,
Arno
Mr.
took
Glass.
more than Mycona's most promising youth.
Oh,
He
what is
left
wrong with
the
you?
colony defenseless.
You worked much better than this last time.
Into the colony. They
Not
all
sure why you're
need to be
throwing
shut.
up issues. Oh, poor little dude. Ugh. And something's oozing. We don't want ooze here, game. Oh, sneaky. Yeah. Sneaky bot. Oh, shit. Apparently it wasn't as sneaky as I thought it was. Oh, it's also a very loud weapon, so that, you know, that wasn't the weapon I thought I had equipped because I pushed the change weapon button, so that's slightly inconvenient. So you just want me to secure the colony. I don't know precisely what that means, but oh well. Oof. I mean, basically, you run around, you kill things. That's all the motivation or instruction you kind of need in this game. I will probably be taking it reasonably slow. I like to explore all the corners. I may regret having this frame for this job. Are you scanning? Oh, good lad. Bam, 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 bam. Ah. Nastiness is coming at me. Nastiness. Go away, please. Okay, my aim is not... Stealth is always optional in Warframe. It's very pleasant if you like stealth. You can... Oh, fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Oh, goody! I've reached a sufficient level that I have my tentacles available. The tentacles! Ooh, stop it. Stop tickling me. Ooh, I don't like it. That's... Oh dear, I've trapped myself down a hole. Luckily, my sword is incredibly good. What I need to remember is I can still... Whee! I can still whee. That's right. I can always whee. Whenever I fancy weeing, I can always whee! So yes, I can sort of... Although that is technically... How does that... yeah, it does still automatically go back to the gun. That's fine. Just trying to figure out the interaction. Because once upon a time, if you were equipping a gun, you could only sort of poke people with your melee weapon. As such, none of the other melee functionality worked. And therefore you'd find yourself unable to really do any of the fancy combos or even the sort of deflect bullets trick. But now it seems what they've managed to do is integrate the weapon far more with the weapon. So you can integrated the melee weapon far more with the ranged weapons. So what you can do is, you know, use your gun and your sword, and the sword doesn't have a huge amount of detriment to being wielded alongside the guns, which is quite nice because it makes it all flow a little bit better. But technically you can still officially, there we go, oh no, okay, hang on. There we go, now I can actually manually guard and do all the fancy shit, but you can still do the fancy shit even outside of that. And I've kind of gotten slightly kind of enemy locked here because I insist on trying to kill everything, and the fact that they keep just spawning shit in my face. I have not left this room. An age-old Warframe problem: the infinitely spawning enemy, and you never leaving the room you're supposed to be exiting, which is inconvenient. Not sure precisely if that camera's going to do anything negative for me. We're against the infested, so cameras aren't exactly their kind of thing. Let's try and find out what's down here. Probably this is either going to turn out to be the correct path. Yeah, I probably should have avoided the toxic crawler a little bit more, but never mind. No, it is a dead end. Is there anything exciting down this dead end? To be honest, no. Looks like it was just a dead end. Well, that's lame. Oh, that's a floating turret. So they haven't they haven't completely solved every issue the game ever faced when I used to play it, but you know, it's sometimes, I suppose, difficult to know because their coding might be up to scratch, but maybe my computer went and conked out partway through the load and decided to load it early or something. I don't know. I can't necessarily blame them entirely, but you know. Oh, I'm sure they've fixed a lot of things, but something like that, I suppose, probably doesn't make a huge volume of difference. Or at least not to the gameplay, and let's be honest, as long as they're focusing on the gameplay, I think we can forgive the odd oddity. Hey, guy. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. I will try and show you some more stuff. I mean, I'll try and use some of my powers, but it's one of those ones where, to a certain extent, my guns and my sword especially, my sword is vastly overpowered, and as such, very much what I'll probably be using most until I find a mission where I definitely can't sort of progress, and then I'll have to get the real big guns out. No, I think that was a disappointing dead end again. Oh dear. There was one once that nearly locked me out of finishing a mission. Oh, I think we've experienced a lot of that. Me and Malice back in the day, we experienced a lot of that annoyance where something crucial didn't quite load properly, and it's like, well, now don't I feel annoyed that I have to redo the entire sodding thing? I mean, at the time it's immensely frustrating, but at the end of the day, you know, you can't. I mean, at the time you can swear your ever-loving tits off and be very, very angry at the whole affair. But ultimately, in the end, you can't necessarily be too critical of it, because it's one in a however many it is, but it is one in a X sort of thing. A 4-man group of randos, ah yes. And a door that was meant to open only opened for the host, so it was still... Oh, I think, yeah. I think we've experienced that sort of thing as well. Because I think sometimes, especially... It's not often, but sometimes you will find a mission that has to have for people, and therefore when something doesn't work for that, it becomes very frustrating. Wow, I think I just auto-killed that dude, which is fun. I don't know what mods are actually... Oh, a plastic carapace, marvellous. All items always greatly received. So, boosh, boosh, babushka, babushka, babushka. Enjoy my derriere. No, babushka will not enjoy your derriere, sir. Babushka will never enjoy your derriere. I must admit, I always quite like the infested themes because they are hardcore sort of, full-on strings drama, aren't they? Oh, of course, yes, Loki. I must admit, the first character I chose was Loki. It's an interesting one because Mr. Caliber, he stuck to bland old Excalibur, Oh, my first character, I'm just going to pick the nice simple character, I don't want anything too majorly difficult. And me, I went Loki, and the description was for veteran players, ideally, because he's difficult to use. And I went, yeah, that's the one for me. Oh, he wants that. So Loki was my first ever frame, and I don't regret it because Loki was fantastic. Although they have, it depends. I don't know. It depends on precisely when you gave up and precisely when the changes were introduced. But I think Loki did have a bit of an overhaul, which made him slightly better. It gave him a better invisibility, I think, and a better switch teleport, and all of the fundamental kit, I think, was still exactly the same. But I don't know, for some reason it just seemed to be improved upon. I might be mistaken, but I think at some point they did improve all of his bits and pieces. And as I say, it's not one of those ones where it was like they changed it dramatically. They just made it sort of function a little bit better. Oh no, I think that was death. Okay, that's disappointing. I think I may have hit a dead end again. Yeah, I think I was supposed to be going up. That's fine. Slicey! Oh, he was not impressed by my slicing. Well, luckily I had a gun to back up my argument. And that's what you want, really, isn't it? You always need a gun to just back up the argument. Hey, bro. How about you not hug that exploding barrel? Wow, we got a nice chunk of explosions off of that, didn't we? Could you guys maybe give me, I don't know, 5 minutes alone? Just so I can not be stabbing things for just a minute or two? No, you really can't. This was always the issue with the infested. They are fucking relentless. And it's alright at the moment, since my weapon is basically counteracting everything they have by being super overpowered mega weapon. And in fairness, this isn't even one of my best weapons, I don't think. This gun is pretty much brand new. I will explain how I got this gun and how I got Hydroid Prime. I attended TennoCon, which was rather pleasant. Whoa there, buddy. Plus, it'd be interesting, I suppose. I'm curious if this little shenanigans was in when you last played the bullet jump, because back when we first played Warframe, that bullet jump never existed, and I think it was bloody awkward to get anything to work. But nonetheless, nowadays you've got the bullet jump. I know I'm technically mostly just walking around, but you can do some really fancy shit. But in fairness, I'm walking around because I'm kind of in a corridor, so it's I mean, I can't guarantee when any of these things were introduced, so I can't 100% comment whether some of these were pre or post 2016. But I do remember it coming as a revolution, that sort of slide and go idea. Oh, I could have sworn there was an enemy there that I missed. Oh well. The fact that there isn't an enemy there that I missed is quite useful, because otherwise I'd have missed the enemy and he might have got the drop on me, but... Oh, shit. Okay, that's not... I'm getting the impression that's not a viable path that they wanted me to take, but I'm also getting the impression that I might be able to cheese it. No, I didn't do the cheesing enough. Hello, tally-ho. Yeah! Just avoid the fan in the middle and you can get past. So I wasn't really, you know, if they'd really not wanted you to get past that area, you wouldn't get past that area. There's no, you know, I wasn't manipulating the mechanics of the game that drastically, but just dodge the fan and jump across the side. But that's the other functionality, of course. I don't know if I've got a wall suitable, but you've got this sort of bunny hop around the walls. Whereas once upon a time, it was traditional wall running style. You now have this sort of bunny hopping, which makes it a lot easier, frankly. Which, I mean, in fairness, when they did make those revolutionary changes, it was a bit of a... It was one of those ones where it was a bit of a jarring experience, but I think ultimately it made for a much faster paced game, being able to slide and then sort of doing that aerial sweep as well. And in fairness, you can tell that this must have been the sort of the key thing between the original game and this version, because this version has clearly lasted a long old time and they haven't felt the need to reinvent the basic gameplay loop again like they did when they introduced this sort of rolling and dodging mechanic stuff. Like they had rolling in the original. I can't deny that. It was primarily the bullet jump, which was the brand new bit that was revolutionary and quite impressive. Right, so I shouldn't need two people because it defaults to knowing that there's only one player. Again with the dramatic strings. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Who are you? You're infested and now you're dead. I should be able to just whip under there. We need to go up. So I'm playing as Hydroid, which may or may not interest you. Oh, hello. I found the room I'm supposed to have found, and then completely ignored the character I'm clearly supposed to be engaging with. So that's nice. Yes, the mobility is fantastic. Being able to leap off of things and bounce off of things, it's truly fantastic. Yes. I came like a good enough. Don't you worry. I always come. So here, there you go. That's a optimal showing of the bunny hop up the little container there.
The myths.
Yes.
They weren't myths.
No. Well, they were myths until I came around, and they were no longer myths. The other interesting thing with regards to Warframe is the first game they did was a game called Dark Sector. If you were aware or unaware of this, it was Dark Sector, and the main character in that was called Hayden Tenno, which is where the name came from, and his primary weapon was a glaive, which is why in Warframe they have a glaive available. And I think, if memory serves, he gets infected with something maybe, or something happens to him that then has him transform into something almost like Excalibur, I think.
See those infested tumors?
Yeah, I do.
Growing with malignancy. It's
Do you want me to shoot them?
breeded among the corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates until these growths are destroyed.
Right. I'll cut them down. No, I can shoot them down, my friend. Shooting seems to be a viable tactic, yeah?
The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them.
I'll try,
let
but
greed win.
this gun is very... It makes me think of a phaser. Okay, so yeah, that's that's not a good start, is it? Fella's lost a big chunk of his health bar. Although actually a lot of that was his shield there, which is good. I suppose actually this is a really good time. This is possibly the perfect Warframe for the job, because they're coming out of a very dedicated zone, and guess what I am master of? I am the master of zoning. because I have the barrage, and once they recharge and get up and available, there we go, I can summon forth the tentacles. Although the tentacles aren't as good as they once upon a time were, but they are doing the job. But that's the benefit of Hydroid. He can summon these massive tentacles in quite a large area of effect. Unfortunately, I'm getting too distracted by using my tentacles.
Has been closed. Two
Good.
remain.
Oh.
Carry on.
Flipping hell. Alright,
When that
fine, I
gluttonous
suppose.
freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left these people defenseless. And for what? Profit? Typical Corpus mindset.
Of course.
Here's the second security gate. Destroy the
Oh shit, I do want.
infestation
I
so
really
the
want to get rid of those
trolls
pods.
can
Although,
force it closed.
yeah, it's good, lad. You get me a couple of scans. I'll be very pleased. Thank you. The little drone sentinel by my side is Helios. He scans things, and I like him scanning things. It's extremely useful. It stops me having to scan things myself. Oh, that's not a tumor. Whoops. I used all my bullets. Oh, and apparently I missed. The real
That's it.
bastard.
Now make sure the Myconians
But yes,
can
so
finish the job and
Hydroid
close the gate.
not only summons tentacles, but can also utilise barrage. And barrage brings down a load of, well, a barrage. Doors stalled. Oh, I think someone died. Oh shit. How do we do something? How do we do something about that? Can I do something about that? Or is this literally you fucked up? You fucked up. Oh dearie me, you fucked up. No, I think I've got 4 chances to save these guys. I'm trying to protect the fighter, unfortunately. It's proving quite difficult. Yeah, I'm trying. I am trying. Game, I am trying. It's just there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things coming from many different directions. And I'm having to try and protect some dude from a very specific direction. As I say, luckily, very, very luckily, I know they're breaking in, and you're breaking down. Now behave, sir. Behave. Don't kill the dude. Very awkward if you kill the dude. Okay, well at least we closed the doors and only 1 casualty. That's not terrible.
Only one more to go.
That's fair enough. I will
These
hopefully
people are
see you around at
survivors.
some other point in
Over
time.
generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. To earn a living is all should have the right to do, never asking for charity. Like the Baron sequence. They were Corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed. If only Mr. Anyo shared this vision.
Oh shit. 1 more of my hunters is dead. Well, fuck. That's not going to make this an easy task, is it? Oh well. 1 door, 2 people. With a bit of luck. With a bit of luck we can do it, but I'm not 100% convinced, which will be a real bastard. Yes, I will take you out here, bro. Tonight. I'll take him out. I'll take him out to dinner. And we can all have a lovely time.
Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish their job.
Done. I'm going to give it a damn good go, mate, but... difficult to say for certain whether I can do it, because they come from many different angles that I'm not ready or prepared to deal with. The one lucky thing is, as I say, my new position of tentacles I think is working slightly better to actually protect the guy. So as soon as they get into range of the dude, in order to attack the dude, the tentacles lift them up and prevent them from attacking the dude, which is exactly what I need. As I say, I've kind of stumbled, rather luckily, into a perfect solution for this problem in the form of tentacles. Unfortunately, the tentacles aren't necessarily at their best at the moment because I'm only just unlocked the tentacles. Oh, there's also a lot of dudes here, and this guy's taken a bit of a pasting, but he is alive.
The colony is
Superb.
sealed, but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back.
Okay, I can do that. I mean, kill infested, that's kind of what I do, sir. That's kind of what I do. Oh, apparently... Do I... Why do I... Ah, there we go. Oh dear. Guns it is. Guns and tentacles, that will do. Swords and tentacles. Also, hopefully, let my boy Helios do some scanning. He may have finished all scans now, or I've run out of scans on my device. But then again, I think I bought about 50 last time I was in the game, so hopefully they would fully expect me to have all scannables for at least a good few levels, I would hope that thing there, and then Spladayon. There we go. I think the infested has been taken care of. Yes, they have. Superb.
The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment.
Well,
Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
I can't do everything for them, can I? They have to, you know... Eventually, they have to look after themselves. I'm only one Tenno in a galaxy of many, many Tenno. Shitloads of Tenno, in fairness. I know, but that's because I'm just so good. I am just so incredibly glorious. Especially since my tentacles allowed me to blend in with the infested, as these are infested tentacles. On my back, that is specifically, I will just point out. Jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it real good. Jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it, jab it real good. Poke it, poke it, poke it. Poke it with your... Oh, shit. That is why I was avoiding using the gun, I remember now. Because the gun was out of ammunition. Can we stab a maggot? Yeah, just about, I think. Oh! Fuck, I didn't know the flipping boiler was still alive. Okay, time for tentacles. Time to F this shit. You like tentacles? You'll enjoy these tentacles. No, stop it. Stop tickling me. It's not nice. Jab it, jab it, jab it. Jab it, jab it, jab it. Hey, buddy. I thought you were clever. Just sort of poking me. Hey, Jelly. I will poke you with my stick. Oh, he is definitely the best character. Oh, I think I've got a fucking maggot on my gun. Get off my gun. Get off my gun, you little shit. Get off my gun, you little shit. Hi-ya! Hey there, you didn't do anything, but I still shot you in the face. Ooh, Endo! Endo Calrissian is the son of Lando Calrissian, I'm sure. Actually, he probably did have a son in one of the older books, but nowadays, when they sort of decided, no, all of this is not canon anymore. It's taking me all around the houses, isn't it? Well, I say the houses, it's taking me all around the bowels. Zoosh! Shooting assholes make me feel good. Hey, told you. It made me feel good. Ow, you little ass. Take tentacles. Yes. Bash them, smash them, crash them. I do like the fact that there is the big beastie as well. Because I'm fairly certain when Hydroid was first introduced, the big beastie head that appears with the tentacles didn't exist. So it's quite pleasing to see. You know, it was always quite pleasing to see when they introduced the new. Oh, you prick! There you go. Enjoy being dead now. What's that on the wrong way? Oh, I've triggered it. Oh, fuck. Alright, fine. I do have to deal with the camera. I really genuinely didn't think I had to deal with the camera. Oh, close. But we made it. Whee! A little flicker of tentacles there for you. Oh, we got a bit of experience. We got some doodads. There we go. General bits and... Oh, pustules. Pustules are new. I don't recognise pustules as an existing thing. How fun are pustules? What a word. Fantastic.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno.
I did.
Now, We must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Ah, where is the Index?
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you. Return the Triuna and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk.
The classic dialogue is going on, but I don't want to disturb the dialogue spin. Oh, challenge Neff Anyo on the Index. I don't know what the Index is, but usually it's a case of shoot
Mr.
things.
Anyo at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul Index.
Okay. Yeah, I guess matched loss forfeits investment and profit. Yeah, I don't think I have much of a choice. Not entirely sure what I'm meant to be doing, but hey, I'll gamble loads of money. I've got shed loads of credits. There is very little. If I can do stuff with credits, I can easily use them because I've got like an obscene volume. You might have to help me out on what I'm supposed to be doing, Gun. Okay, okay.
By the void, ergo glass. I thought you hated my Index.
I mean, one assumes I have to shoot things.
Yes, well, since you refused
That things will do, I suppose.
generous offer for the return, we've come to play the odds, and we lack the souls you stole. But tell me, are you feeling lucky?
Still not entirely sure what I'm doing. Oh,
Investors get jittery.
okay, cool. So that's not a thing I do a second time immediately, it would seem.
Broker down.
Yes, someone went down. I appear to be.
Corp is working its way out of debt.
Oh shit! Okay, no, they are. Well, they're doing something. Financial stress. Shit, they got like loads of points.
One step closer to financial freedom.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a translocator. What is this thing? And should I care? I died. I died. I don't know what you want from me.
Desperately trying to become the market leader.
It would help if I knew what the fuck I was doing, let alone become the market leader.
Broker down.
I don't 100% know the rules of this game. So I can't do anything with those. Can't do anything elsewhere as well. I suppose if I could grab some MP and then set about with some tentacles, but...
Capitalization's trending up.
So I'll just stab you? I stabbed you.
Dropped points.
Okay, so I got some points. Tentacles here, maybe strategical tentacles?
Corp is working its way out of debt.
Yeah, they sure are. They'll give us a clue.
Index points up for grabs.
Right. I seem to be losing again. I'm stabbing as best as I can. Okay, the marker is back on here. So I can put some more points on the board. Because that's definitely a thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I think that's a friendly. I have 2 points. Superb. Let's try and put those on the board. Marvellous. How I had 2 points, I do not know.
Index points up for grabs.
Yes. Yes, they are. You just tell me what they are and where they are, and I will. Yes, I won, and despite my incredibly good acting, I knew exactly what I was doing. That's good. I'm glad to know you're unbiased, sir. I'm glad to know you're unbiased. Right, we're starting again.
You never were much of a gambler. Haven't you risked enough already?
Oops.
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my resignation, I've never been richer. I've gained
Summon some tentacles to help me out here. You just died. You just died.
Tides of prosperity ought to raise all who brave the ocean.
I should be able to sort of just... I can kill anything. I just don't quite know...
You might drown.
I'll say I can kill anything. There's probably some things in this game I can't kill because there'll be a special method to kill them. Like those guys, there was a special method that I don't 100% know. But, I mean, boom, there's some more points on the board. Oh, in fact, loads more points on the board. Because I think what you had to do was you had to take them down in a special manner and then hack their backside, as it were. Or at least, yeah, I think hacking their backside was possibly an option. Okay, so I have some points again. Bring out the tentacles, see if I can somehow gain more points. I've been magnetised or something. One of the status elements. I think it's magnets flying around all over the place here. Shoot you with that. Points in the open, yes. Well, I don't know. I mean, what exactly is it I'm doing to them? Try and stab this thing. Alright, no, fine. Let's try and concentrate on shooting this guy, maybe? Probably do. The benefit of a repeating crossbar. Oh, he missed it. I missed this opportunity to go at a repeating crossbar. I think I might be in a bad area. I'm a wrong side of town now. No, I think we're okay. Oh well, I might as well grab some more points, because that's definitely a thing that seems to be working. I just seem to... I just seem to be making myself a nuisance, and then I go in the portal and score points. Not the most obvious of methods of victory, but you know, I'll take it. So again, I've got a couple of points. So I suppose I might as well just pop in the teleporter and score the points. Are you friendly? Yes, I think you're the friendly sort of hologram things that are on my side. Yes, there's only one answer for me as well, and that is tentacles. If there is ever a question that needs an answer, that answer is inevitably going to be tentacles. Oh, we won, yeah. I mean, we actually smashed it this time. Despite me still having zero clue what I am actually doing here. Apparently we still have to do round 3, despite the fact that we've already won 2 rounds. Well, it appears to be 0-0. Although I suppose that's 0-0 in terms of this point system.
We want our prisoners back. Wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Okay.
Fine,
Go for
I'll
it.
throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl, she stays with me.
Oh, that seems unfair and unreasonable, but oh well, I've got 2 points, so I'll do that. Yes, good, good. I will try and get the index points that are up for grabs, wherever they are, and whatever they are, and whoever they are. Oh, you think you can hold me back, do you? Well, do you know what? You're doing quite a good job of holding me back, but you couldn't hold back the tentacles. Once again, I suppose I might as well. I've got. I think I'm being buffeted and pulled. Rather unfairly, I'm being pulled off at all opportunities. And as much as usually I would be entirely pleased with that scenario. Oh, drop points, yes, yes. I will find those drop points. You know, I will take those drop points, I will find those drop points, I will do something with those drop points. Unfortunately, at the moment, all I'm really doing is wandering in a panic. There's a translocator there. Ah, there we go. Kill that thing. Super. You're good. Good. There's index points up for grabs. I will try and grab them. And so will my tentacles. Unfortunately, I don't... Like, they're winning this time. So I'm slightly concerned. I've clearly made a mistake somewhere. I don't know how to win. This could be a problem. Aha. Right, let's use tentacles as soon as my guns run out. I mean, it's a viable solution, isn't it? Somewhere they've scored a lot of points. I don't know precisely how to... Yes, clawing back. Something. Did you not vortex me? I mean, I would love to find those drop points. Ah, we're back in the lead. Ah, whatever it is my allies are doing is clearly correct. I just have to find... and stop the... Who's that? I think I'm shooting my own ally because I've been stuck in a... Hey, we won! 3 rounds in, I still don't know how I scored points.
But do your brokers have the credits to keep
Hey,
going?
do you mind? We're finished. Well, I mean, as specified, I have the credits to continue whatever. I know. I could spend credits all day long. It's understanding what the fuck I'm doing is the key problem. So, yeah.
Glast, why is Neff so interested in Miwa? What are you not telling us?
I can only assume Anyo is trying to bait us back to the Index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I mean, I'm happy to try, but I imagine it's going to get more difficult. And as such, trying to figure it out is going to be slightly more complicated. Also, the slight issue we seem to be having is the fact that the exit didn't seem to be working. There we go. If the controller doesn't succeed, I suppose, just try the mouse. It's the age-old proverb, isn't it? Even back in ancient times they had that. It's just that what they did was they were trying to use actual mice.
One or two of these useless children, if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence.
I'm fairly certain this is all my cash, and you are not going to be bankrupting me anytime soon.
Fodder for the Index.
Win 3 rounds. Well, that's awkward because still don't know what I'm doing. Luckily, the AI partners I seem to be getting know exactly what they're doing, and me fumbling around seems to get enough points.
Your unbiased host.
Right, so
Eruption of chaos on the trading
we
floor.
have a Frost with us this time, which I'm sure is lovely.
Brokers down.
Oh no, someone's gone down. I don't know precisely who. I don't know whether that was someone on my team or someone on their team. Hey, Invisi dude, don't you Invisi. That appears to be a bad guy. Ah, good, I appear to have gained, once again I appear to have ended up with 2 points. Oh! I appear to have gained sort of potentially 8 points. Or 9 points. Yeah, I think I got 9 points. Yes, of course. 9 points. Somehow I got 9 points. I think it's something to do with these glowy things. But, so not everybody has a glowy doodah. But I don't know how you propagate glowy doodads prior to them appearing on the enemy.
Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Index points up for grabs.
That's good. Plus there is a anti-me, which I'm not quite sure I understand. I don't know if that's just a power on one of these enemy troops. Oh, well, I mean, I banked one more point. What do these do? Are they supposed to be doing things? Don't know. Grab some more energy on the way, I suppose, and then sort of bring forth the tentacles and hope. Aha, so it looks like no. Is that a green? Yes, that's a green index point. Marvellous. Now I'll go stabbing some bitches. And we've got lots and lots of points again. So what we might as well do is bank those points. So killing seems to work well. And yes, somehow he's teleporting in instead of not teleporting in. So I still don't fully understand the clone. Why there's a clone of me. Plus, I'm not fully aware. As I say, I don't know whether maybe is it just kills spawn the green bits. Yes, that is potential actually. And if you've got green bits and you get killed, you get even less. You stand a risk of. I suppose I might as well return them. I don't think it'll count, but you know, fuck it, might as well have them. I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting little mini game. As specified, I'm still not fully aware of how any of it works, but as we discussed earlier, to a certain extent, it really is just stab as hard and as fast as you possibly can, and surely, inevitably, muster some form of victory. Because if your stabbing is a lot better than their stabbing, theoretically, you will win. Unfortunately, that is literally the only method I can use. I just have to make sure my stabbing is a lot more efficient than their stabbing. I say my stabbing, doesn't necessarily have to be stabbing. I could try using some of my other weapons, but stabbing really does seem to be the most effective thing here. Stabbing and tentacles. Maybe the Aphrodite might prove better against these guys, it's difficult to say for certain. Hey! Oh, I've got that thing, Hey! Hey you! Hey you! Gonna shoot you in your ugly face. Oh, then maybe stab you for good measure. Let's drop some tentacles, that might help my allies, and then I think what I might try and do is just get these points back to base. Didn't actually need some health, but recharge my mana pool, and then now he's back coming at me. Not really sure what is shooting my backside, but I don't necessarily like it. Fire in some more. Oh, I can't fire in some more tentacles because oh, that's disruption, I believe. Cool. Lots and lots of death. Oh, lots and lots of points as well. So I think probably best to teleport back here and then get rid of this raptor. Ideally. Slightly more difficult to get rid of the raptor than some. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa. What do you think you're doing? Well, hopefully my team can take care of it. Plus we've got like a 20-point lead, so I'm loosely hoping 20-point lead is going to allow me to maintain a victory here. Bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, good guy, bad guy. I don't know. I don't really care. Just shoot them all and sort out the corpses later. That's the method. Hey! We won again. One day I'll understand. And I think I might be just about grasping it now. You kill a person, a green thing drops. You then take those green things and sort of bank them. And if you kill a dude who's already killed a bunch of dudes and taken a bunch of green things, then again, that dude didn't seem to have any green things. So maybe not just kill a dude to get green things, maybe you do actually have to do something more specific to get green things. But nonetheless, certainly if you kill a dude, unless maybe, no, because I wasn't getting green things while I was just killing a dude. So I'm still slightly baffled as to how... It's mostly how do the green things spawn. Because I'm getting the fact that, yes, green things are the crucial doodah that you require. And therefore you need to try and collect them. And then I'm sort of understanding that if you can get to this teleport, you bank them. Oh, there's a green thing there. See now, why? I suppose, was that the enemy team trying to bank them? Yes, I'm assuming so, because yes, they're trying to get... Oh, there you go. In fact, yes. They are pushing us into our base and stopping and attempting to sort of score points. I think if I'd received like a tutorial, this game would have been really quite fun from the very beginning. But I suppose figuring it out for myself is not the world's worst of situations. It's just a bit sort of like, please allow me to understand. Hey, there we go. Yes. So that kill seemed to yield. Oh, that guy must have been doing really well, and I have stolen all of his tokens. 15 index point banked. Oh, look at that! Grab those as well. You're an enemy dude, aren't you? Yeah, you are. What a dickhead! Oh, he's dead, dickhead. Now, get your fucking little probe off of me, sir. Oh, that's another dude. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you dead now, son. You dead. And some tentacles, mostly just for kind of disruption more than anything else at this point. Want to not get attacked from behind, ideally. Let's bank my points, however many... Oh, 48! We have absolutely fucking smashed them. I'm being tagged by that little device. Not entirely sure what the 50 points to 3.
Oh, by the void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that, and I'm going to have to ask Fraud Beck for a loan.
He's got the world's most fascinating... Now, for lack of a better term, I'm going to call it beard. But it's like this scrolling beard. It's a very interesting design. I don't think I've ever actually fought Nefanyo in this form of Nefanyo. Back when he was a sort of little placement fella, I did manage to sort of... That's very annoying that just doesn't seem to work with the back button.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work.
Well, as long as he didn't tap that ass.
To him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
Eat it. Definitely eat it. That's pretty much all they do. Because I'm assuming where she says mumblers, she is referring to the infested. I can't deny it. I've probably leveled up, so I might be able to do stuff with my thing, but I might as well do this. What I'm assuming is going to be third and final
I can
around.
feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is.
Unless you cheat, which is a definite possibility, I think I've got this game, because I kicked the shit out of him not having a clue what I was doing. I'm going to beat him quite badly now I know roughly what I'm doing. So I think he is probably going to start cheating though, because that might be part of the game. Very annoying, but entirely expected.
This is the Index. I'm Cephalon, your unbiased host. The Index opens for capitalist.
So I must admit, I think the other map of this might have been slightly better. Slightly more sort of... Well, they're not dying as easily. That's not necessarily them cheating. That's the fact that my weapons aren't doing as much. They're a higher level, which I should have, you know... It's one of those ones where I should probably have compensated a bit more when it comes to the weapons I've chosen. But, oh well. It's one of those ones where the sword... you know, except for sort of like hardcore, high-end level stuff, the sword should be a high enough rank to counteract most situations I find myself in. Oh, what?
What was that? This is highly irregular.
Oh.
The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical.
I think he just cheated.
Sabotage.
In other words, he cheated. He fucking cheated and killed me, because I definitely didn't feel like I died there. I just sort of got owned instantaneously in some inconvenient fashion, but I'll just make sure I can get a point back there, that will suffice. Hey buddy, don't you do that. Hey, you. Yeah, this gun definitely not doing the job anymore. I might, if I do lose, I might have to consider the notion that I will need to bring in a new gun for this. The handgun's not doing too badly though. It's sufficiently rapid fire that any weakness it has is very much not proving a huge issue. So hopefully, I need Dewfrost to score those points, please, ideally, mate. There you go, good lad. Boosh. There we go. God damn. I didn't know that cube was going to be an issue. Good, that's what we want. Ideally, what I want to try and do, there we go, farm a little bit of this energy. I caught a glimpse of a green speck that I wanted to pick up. Turned out it was the green speck that was already around my body. Get off me, damn cube. Damn filthy cube. See, even with your cheating ways, you can't beat me. I'm too good and you're too lousy. Is that? No, that's friendly. Not sure why you're going that way, but you are a friendly nonetheless. Oh fuck! I mean, I've run out of Aphrodite, which will prove a problem because the Zhuge, as much as I like the Zhuge, I haven't really been keeping up with trying to install shit on it, which makes it quite bad. Oh, well, victory once again. It is. Round 2. Index.
An eruption of chaos on the trading floor.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily go that far, mate. But... There you go. I thought there was a dude up there, so I'll stab him good. Stab him good. I see you've met us, Gusser. Stab him. Poof, well, we might as well just score as many points as we can in each individual occasion that I do this sort of run. Although,
I smell a rally.
do you? I don't smell anything, so. I don't even see anything to kill at this exact... Ah, there we go. A skating dude. Hey, skatey dude. Skatey dude. You won't be skating when I stab you. I think that's an ally, yeah. It's one of those ones where, as much as I'm fairly confident the Warframes are my allies in each of these, the fact that there was a clone of me on the enemy team in that middle ground... Yay! Okay, no, I thought it was... There you go, again, with that looked like it might have been a clone of me. Because I think, if anything, I'm going to be the only prime in this mode. Oh yeah, you thought it was big and clever going invisible, did you? Well, I think you'll find my shockwave caught you anyway. Woot, you're dead. Good. Nobody's dead there. Hey, why's the fucking turret so cheeky? Yes. No, we don't want to hear that. I can't seem to pick up these points. Yeah, I suppose we'll leave it and just try and grab some more points, because I would very much rather not lose this, but it is a distinct possibility. They're not so bad that it's going to be a whitewash this time, I don't think. Or at least not on this course. This course is definitely the more difficult of the two courses, I think. The other course was vastly easier to sort of get them locked in a bit of a bottleneck, allowing you to sort of really just dominate them beyond comparison, whereas this map seems to be a lot more sort of... Oh, okay, yes, that's the me dude again. Don't really appreciate the me dude. Don't like him being around. He makes me nervous. Tentacles. You'll get locked up in the tentacles. Get off me. So many weird things. Yeah! There we go. Just about got in there with the final set of points. Wouldn't have made a difference. It was only 3, so we already had the win, but nonetheless. Well, we do. Undoubtedly we do. We've won every single game we've tried so far. There is no possible way... Oh, apart from the fact that I'm now dead. Could I be alive again, please, game? Thank you. Do not know in the slightest bit what caused me to die there, which is awkward. I mean, I don't know the rules, and I'm not entirely sure what's killing me half the time. This is not the best of modes for me, is it? Do we have any... Ah, good, we've finally got some of that back. It's beneficial, because it kills vastly quicker. Oh, I don't have... let's just get back to base, score the points, and then I'll try and whip under here and grab some energy so that I can use my fancy manoeuvres. I don't know... Those teleports must be something they can do, but I don't know what. Whoa, okay. Again, don't know how he did that. Magnetically pulled me off of the team in some fashion. I'm trying to sort of stick around here so that I might be able to score some more points. But I don't know. Ah, there's a dude. Do you mind, sir? I wouldn't mind, like, the minimum I'd like to try and score each time is perhaps about 2. Ideally, you know, I'd like to be up in that sort of 7-8 territory that I was getting up to in the other one, but I think 2 will have to suffice on this occasion. Yes, I'm sure it does. I didn't hear what he said, but it sounded a little suspiciously like Bane. Suspiciously Bane, Batman. What am I? I'm suspiciously Bane. Dude in here, stab him up. Stab him up, stab him down, stab him all around. Am I just not picking this shit up off the floor? I think that's the problem. I'm not picking it up off the floor. Which is, I mean, it sounds like it's my problem. Not what I'm convinced it is. I think it's not. It's just not registering the fact that I've gone over it. Just slightly annoying, but... skating around again. I think in fairness they are meant to be on little skates. There are enemies that roll around on skates, which is always quite fun. Oh, I really would prefer that cockpit, I think. I can stab quicker. I need to stab quicker. Oh, actually, do need to stab quicker, but also... I kind of wanted to get some more points there, but unfortunately, we won anyway. That's fortunately we won anyway.
Glass, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the index. You're in the big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
Delightful.
Success. We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Hanyo. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
How do you suggest we do that? More challenging him on the index. I suppose fair enough. Let's check that bow. I might need to add a few upgrades to the bow in order to make it back into a viable choice of thing. Because yeah, we're pretty much up to date on points. It's got serration and point strike, which isn't the world's worst of choices. But yeah, I've only got 1 point left. So it's clearly not levelling up all that quickly. So I suppose what I could do... I do have a lot of options. I might... Oh, yes, that bad boy. The Stradivarius, that's a good one as well. It's actually called the Stradivar. I will just point out I know what it's actually called. The Lanka was always quite fun. Ignis is always quite a fun one. The Dex Sabirus. I might not be gaining experience from this mode, so let's try and figure out what I want to put on as a really fancy weapon. I think, yeah, the Sibaris and probably the Dex Sibaris is slightly stronger. So I think, oh, it's also bright purple, which I can't say I'm, against. That one's a nice dark shade of blue, which is a bit more like it. Oh, that one's completely undone, so let's try copying the Warframe colours. See what happens. Yes, another sort of bright, another shade of blue, but I'll take that shade of blue. Yeah, it's fine. Don't think I've got any skins available here, so just the overload skin is... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to preview it. That's what I wanted to do. That's a bit meh. I'm not overly fussed about that skin. And theoretically, it should already have maximum sort of upgrades. The best it can do, the best it has. Yeah. It's got a magazine, warp, so extra capacity, speed trigger, so I can shoot real quick, reloads real quick, damages hugely, critical damage, critical chance. So it's not bad. It's not a bad gun. Plus, it is, for me, the benefit of that gun is it is a... oh, more captives, that's fine. It's a Winchester style lever action rifle, if memory serves, unless I've got the wrong gun, in which case, well, shit. Inconvenient, but not altogether a bad thing. It's still going to be a good gun no matter what it is, but as I say, I'm fairly certain this is the lever action gun, and I absolutely fucking adore. Oh, in fact, it's got not only a sort of repetitive one, but it is, you could see the lever action there.
If loses by a wide margin, his gambler's instincts will make him walk away, and we'll have failed the Myconians. Failed me.
So, in other words, you want me to not fucking stomp him this time? That is inconvenient, game, because... Oh, I see, yeah, in fact, they've specified there, victory margin of 10. Oh, I need to get out of here, otherwise I'm going to die. There we go. That's good. I did not die. Always an optimal situation. Alright, now we've got some tentacles, so... Yeah, basically I think I just have to be careful. Be careful quite how much I kick the shit out of him by. Which is not necessarily going to be easy, because I do have AI partners, so I might have to sort of chill out a bit. Could you not? Get stabbings. I said get stabbings, sir. It's stabbing me, technically. There we go, yeah, so it is actually an enemy. He's just sort of taking over my my foot. Oh, God. Oh, that's just annoying. How dare you? Oh, no, now I'm just plain losing.
There's a difference between making them think they can win and then winning.
Yeah,
Don't
I
let
know.
them win.
I don't plan on letting them win, do I, mate? It's difficult. They're putting up quite a decent fucking fight. These little shits are not dying as easily as they seemed to last time. This is an annoyance. Die, sir. Right, pick that up. 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 Pick it all up. Pick it 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 up. I think it's the twin. My twin seems to be the biggest issue in this whole situation. He is proving a flipping nuisance. Oh no, that's an ally. Yeah, your little invisibility trick didn't really work since I knew exactly where you were.
I know I said to make it look like
Shut
they can
up.
win, but you're
I'm
actually
trying.
letting them win.
Shut up. It has to look good, right? So, you know, you let me worry about this situation. Okay, good, right. Let's just try defending for however long. A bit of luck, we can sort of just prevent them being a nuisance. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, I kind of want that. I mean, they're not that useful, but I kind of want them. So I think that was a victory margin of 9 points.
Congratulations, Dano. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
If you do stay up longer than 4 hours, you see it happen. We pop again. Same victory margin, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
I think that is actually my ally.
You're in no position to dictate terms. You forget, this is my index.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm kind of winning and owning you, so
Mr. Anyo is
it's going to
afraid
be mine.
he'll lose.
Go on, continue baiting him. I'll try my best not to lose again. Which was, it was a lot tighter than I would have liked it to have been last time. I don't think this gun was necessarily Corpus good against the Corpus, so that might be why it's not, you know, perhaps not performing as advertised potentially. If you thought it was going to be an absolute one shot, one kill type deal, I did as well. But okay, the problem here, yeah, I was going to say.
In this
I
case,
know.
there's such a thing as too much efficiency. Let them catch up.
God.
Investors are paying those dropped points.
Come on, brokers. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Oh, I kind of have to. Good. Okay, the victory margin has been met. Oh, I suppose if I get back to base and play defense, with a bit of luck, we might be able to. Although that's a minute I have to play defense for, which could prove problematic because I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Shit. All right. Well, we're still technically winning, and we still have the margin of victory. So again, if we just try and play defense, we should be okay-ish. Difficult to say for certain. This is where one of my big sniper rifles might come in handy. But again, like with earlier, if there is a character that can keep them out of the base, chances are it is the zone master himself. My boy with his tentacles. My boy with his tentacles. Each shot of tentacle is preventing their victory. And I tell you what would probably be beneficial if I just snatch up these points. I don't want to score these points, but if I at least snatch them off the ground, they're going to have to kill me, which is not always that difficult, but they will wind up having to kill me to get them back, which is probably beneficial over them just lying on the floor. Marvellous. Oh, one more round. How awkward. I keep expecting them to make it just that little bit more awkward, like a 5-point margin, but I'm not really hoping they don't. Oh, that was a bad time to take a drink.
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the Void is no longer on your side?
Blasphemy! I am an instrument of the Void's will. From the
Interesting.
Void
Well, not where I thought they were
fortune
going
to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo.
Get off me. Oh, now I've leapt. Almost leapt out and off the ramp. I think they're going to get a load of points because they're probably at our base trying to score some stuff. No, I hope it would come back, so that's not too bad. They are theoretically inevitably going to have to spawn around here after we kill them. But I suppose there may be some intelligence to the spawning system where they don't just spawn you on top of things. I kind of held fire so that hopefully the little icon... Right, so once again, if I just score these points, it's going to be a little bit boring and a little bit risky because there's every possibility they'll just manage to come through and win, but I'm trying to get a good vantage point, but they can come from multiple different directions, which is slightly problematic, although as specified, if I make sure I collect anything... Where are you shooting me from? See, you're coming in from that direction, and you're coming in from that direction. Okay, well, again, need to try and make sure I collect these things. Not only, it's a reasonable strategy because it stops them collecting them, mixed with the fact that if they do manage to get past us and score a load of points, I will have, you know, at the moment I've got 10 points in the bag. As long as I live, obviously. If I die, that could be the game absolutely fucked. But, well, ask yourself the question, do you plan on dying? No. Why, no, I do not plan on dying. Not very fond on the idea of dying at all. This isn't Gwent and the Death Wish deck. It's very much more of a I would like to survive sort of situation. Only got to do so for another 30 seconds. We've got the current margin. Oh, I've run out of energy, unfortunately, because I'm not hopping around collecting shit. It's very much a case... Oh, I've got shit tons. I can't deny it. Unless they score like a boatload of points in the next few seconds, I would not want to be scoring these points because it would take the margin outrageously out of hand. So I'm quite pleased to have scored so many points. Yes! I did exactly what they wanted me to do.
The Void has spoken to me, Glass. I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind. If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glass, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine. So, what do you say?
I mean, basically, I was going to say, we say yes. No other option, is there, really?
said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
Well, we're trying our best, dear. Aren't you right? We are trying our best.
Niwa is the Triuna. That's why Neff's so interested in her. Suddenly, this all makes sense. The Myconians had concealed her abilities to protect her. But why give a child such a burden?
In fairness, if you see our character in the back of the ship, we're not exactly hugely adult ourselves. So is this more? Yeah, more of the glassed gambit. Fair enough.
My dear Glass, why are you so eager to tempt ruin for a little girl? You'll soon see how the void favors my fortune above yours.
Wealth has no purpose until turned against suffering. I'd wager more if I had it.
Well, you're wagering everything, so that's a pretty high-end amount of wagering. This feels like almost like you can't fail this mission, because otherwise the whole situation is too fucked to continue. But I'm assuming I'm allowed to fail if need be. I prefer not to, but one assumes you're allowed to. Once more onto the breach. And I think, yeah, they are definitely a high level this time, so it's quite lucky I am using the fancy gun. Oh!
What is this? What's going on?
It's the mystery thing again, managed to kill me instantly.
Swear on the void that you're not cheating.
Oh, I mean, he's definitely cheating.
My dear Glass, I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because that wasn't the player, was it?
I'm investigating the source of these anomalies.
Fuck. We may be fucked. Depends. I suppose the idea is I have to be just extra good. Yeah, okay. Things... Don't know precisely what's happening there. Went off all funny on me. Oh, yeah, bastard. Oh, this time, in fairness, though, at least it was a player that killed me. But yeah, this is proving tricky. Oh, so fucking tricky. Right, at least I can collect my own death token, which is beneficial. Yeah, this thing does not chip through shields very well. This is an anti-armor weapon. Should really have paid more attention to what I was equipping, but oh well. Why is that thing got a shield? I'm assuming... Oh dear, it's really struggling with whatever effects are happening. It's not enjoying them, and I don't know why. Very annoying. But never mind, I suppose. Ah, oof. Okay. Okay. You're cheating me, game. They've got 5 points. I don't know how they come back from this. This is angering to the max. I'm trying, but I don't miss the bloody token. Shit. Okay, so once again. Oh, okay. I think every time I try to score any points, weren't you supposed to be figuring out how to bypass this thing, Miss Lotus? Could you maybe try and do that a little bit quicker? Let's try and get my powers active. Although annoyingly, I've got a bloody pop-up decided to crop up. But yeah, we'll try and barrage inside. Tell you what. No, I think bloody pop-up is right in the way of my view. Son of a bitch. to pop up at that point.
Blast. It looks like your crack team of brokers just cracked under pressure. Now I'm in the black, and you're facing financial ruin.
Yeah, I've
A
noticed.
deserving end for your contempt of the corpus way of life. They made you what you are. You deserve bankruptcy.
I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this at all. Yeah. Is that just plain old... I think that might... I think I'm supposed to bypass the bullshit. I just don't know how I was supposed to bypass the bullshit. Unless a lovely little scene comes up.
Virgo's suspicions are correct.
Okay, there we go.
Neff cheated. I have identified the systems responsible for these cheats. I need you to break into Annual Corp's servers and steal the control codes for its traps.
Okay. I suppose it does get you a few, you know, bonus bits and pieces that will allow you to do more interesting things. So what I might try and do is I might try and use a different weapon. Something that I know is a little bit more sort of... Yeah, what I need really is to view these stats. So... There we go. So with the preview on, we should be able to find out. So the flux rifle, I think, was very good against shields, was it not? Maybe not. What sort of damage is it then? There's every possibility that the flux rifle is shit. Oh no, okay, so it has blast damage attached to it, which I don't think is useful in this situation. Harpack was fun. The Harpack was fun. The Lanker, I'm fairly certain. Ah, magnetic, yes. Yes, that might work quite nicely against these guys. So I might utilise the Lanker for a bit. Oh, I have 10 spare points. Oh, there's also Bane of Corpus. And I said this was going to be potentially anti-Corpus. So I might consider it. We've already got cryo rounds. We've already got an ammo. Well, we've got the lower volume of ammo drum, which... Serration. We don't appear to have Serration equipped, which is always interesting. I suppose it's because we were clearly going for the idea of cryo rounds and storm, which is not, you know, not the most outrageous of decisions. Punch through was always quite useful. Infected, cryo. See, I'm just wondering if it'd be worthwhile just shoving the Bane of Corpus in there. The unfortunate truth is, I don't know. I have no real recollection as to what I was actually trying to do or accomplish with that gun the last time I utilised that gun. So, a bit of an awkward bastard, but there you go. That's how these things go. Right, find the source of Neff's cheats. Oceanum, Pluto. Let's go to Pluto. But why would you go to Pluto? It's no longer a planet. It's a dog. Well, I think it's a planet, because otherwise it ruins the classic rhyming. And we are back. That's good. And quite annoying. Oh, unfortunately I'm stuck on source, but never mind. Stuck on the source. Oh, drinkies. Also now I can't see that chat, so that's inconvenient. Not that there's anybody there. So. Right, click on here and right. Cool. Let's deal with this there.
Tenno, I need not remind you there is little margin for error. The fraudster cannot know we have gained the upper hand.
Ah, yes, that's why this is... Yes, of course. This is one of those ones. Unfortunately, this is not a silenced gun, but it will kill most things in one shot. Plus, I don't think, if memory serves, these vaults, it doesn't matter if you make a mess of things getting to the vault. It's only... Oh, come here, you little shit, come here. There you go. It's only if you make an alarm sound whilst in the vault, which is easier said than done, especially because, yeah, Hydroid isn't exactly a vault cracker. He's a zoner. But then again, it's mostly down to some abilities are quite useful when it comes to sort of cracking the vaults. You know, stuff where you can teleport and do other bits and pieces can sometimes be rather good, but it doesn't make too much difference, I don't think. Oh, I genuinely thought this was going to be the first of the vaults. Oh no, this is, if anything, that's going to be the escape. Oh dear, they set off the alarm. Oh no, this, no, I don't, I'm getting confused as to what is what. Should be fine. Stabbing time. Yes, that was a beautiful headshot. Locked his bumps right off there. Oh dear, there's a trap. Oh, little skatey ratels. I think a specific dude has access to ratels. Really do with turning the alarms off, ideally. And that might not necessarily be a viable option. There we go. You have now turned them off, but they're probably going to go straight back on again since there's a lot of fucking dudes around. Ideally, I want you guys to just not be alive. If you could oblige, throw down a little bit of my powers. I might as well. Let's focus on tentacles as my primary. Yeah, those ratels are being a nuisance. And I'd prefer them not to be a nuisance. And by I'd prefer them not to be a nuisance, I'd prefer them not to be alive. Alright, with a bit of luck. And now possibly proceed without... Nope, okay, I've just been seen by a camera, that's good. Also a turret, that's inconvenient. Another camera. Although the turret is now no longer of any real significance, I might as well destroy it. Who is shooting me now? Fucking mower again. Have you set off the alarm again? No, it's alright. Oh, this is the little domestic drone again. Yeah, let's destroy that little domestic drone. Turret up there. This is just for my own satisfaction. You dare shoot me, I will shoot you in the. I will shoot you straight back. Damn rhino sprays. Others. Right, this is the bit I think I need to not fuck off, which is
Find the console and retrieve
easier said than done. Am I still getting shot at? No, I think we're alright. Oh, okay. Switch the other gun because it might prove slightly easier. I mean, if you get caught, you can sometimes prevail, but it is... It's a lot more awkward if you do get caught. Far superior to try and do the right thing, essentially, which is stealth it. And I know technically that's not a silenced pistol, so you would think, are you sure you're stealthing it? But the answer is yes. Enough. Okay, so there's got to be a way, really, I would think. Surely got to be a way past those lasers without tripping those lasers. Unfortunately. Yeah, that's not as useful as you would think. And by not as useful as you would think, I mean not useful at all. I'm not convinced that's going to be useful at all either, because it's just exactly the same as the other side. No. Oh, I see. These are off and on lasers. Right. Off and on lasers we can deal with by. Whoa! Oh.
Alarms.
Yep.
Data destruction is imminent.
I know it, game. I know. I fucked it. I know. Ideally. Oh, I don't think I can do this quickly enough. I'm out of practice. Get the fuck out of my way, buddy. Oh, I just managed it.
Something else. A recording
Just
from the
barely.
lock. Tenno, continue with your mission while I decrypt this message.
Right, well, I mean, we got one, so we've got now... Pressure's off slightly, because of course I've got 1 out of 3, and I only need 2 out of 3, so if we fluff the next one, it won't be so bad. Can't deny, this Athodai pistol is proving to just be better. I mean, the Lanka's strength is the idea of it... Oh, god damn cameras. Is the idea of it one-shotting things. And as much as it does one-shot things on occasion, it doesn't always one-shot things, which you kind of need. You can't have a one-shot gun not one-shot things every now and again. That's not how one-shot things deal. Also, my aim is less than optimal. Oh, we are being ospreyed to death. Oh, we know we really are. Twins sinking into one another. If in doubt, go from one-shot weapon to fuck-em-up weapon. Will do nicely. That was always the tenet of Warframe. Always bring at least one absolute arse-kicker weapon. Now, I grant you, it's not always the weapon you think it is, because I thought the Lanka was going to prove the arse-kicker weapon. Turns out, not so much. Although, as you can see, it's only really against the robots it's not doing very well. I don't know precisely why that's the case. And I can't deny a lot of it is my inability to aim is not helpful. It's a lovely... How dare you say that camera saw me? Fuck you. Literally no way that camera saw me. Unless the alarms are already on, which I don't think they are. Because despite sort of having triggered them earlier, it doesn't really count at that. It doesn't count towards anything else. Down there, you never know. Oh, fucking mine arsehole. Okay, yeah. When you start getting sort of ospreyed to buggery, you kind of have to just go with the automatic gun solution. Because you need to start just dying. Oh, an Eximus. Must be my lucky day. The 25th of December. Because it was an Eximus. Eximus game. Hey you. Oh, that would have been way more satisfying had he just gone down to the shop. No, he went straight for the alarm panel. What a dickhead. Oh, I don't know what that is, but probably a bad thing. Oh, he's the fellow who's summoning the Rattlers. Or Ratels, whatever the fuck that we want to call them. Trying to turn that alarm off immediately, because it's just going to be inconvenient, really. Can you maybe, like, just all of you fuck off? It's a shame. Hydroid's good, but he just doesn't quite have that sort of everybody fuck off now sort of manoeuvre. As good as the tentacles are, they aren't quite a now everybody must fuck off sort of manoeuvre. Which is almost a shame, because it's slightly more satisfying if you have one of those now everybody fucks off manoeuvres. Ah, now, see, here... Oh no, I don't think we're in it yet. Or at least I hope we're not. But Oxium Osprey is very useful because it gets you, well, it gets you Oxium, hence why it's called an Oxium Osprey. Or Osprey, whatever you fucking fancy.
You've reached the vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code.
Yeah, that's the general plan, dear. I can't guarantee it's going to work, but it's the general plan. Okay, that wasn't the smoothest I've ever operated, but should be fine. So Loki sometimes has better luck with this sort of infiltration because he can turn invisible, which is always a boon when trying to sneak into a place. 100% know what I'm supposed to be doing in this vault. I don't recognise it. It's not proving as obvious as I would like. Something I should be using? No. Maybe over here? Nothing specific, nothing there. There's an open vent here, but I don't know. That open vent really sort of take me. I think this is taking me back to the beginning rather than anything productive. Yes. So I think what you have to do is get in this area here. There's a vent down there. Is that a vent I can access? Probably, but precisely where I can access it from is another question. Okay. So that is not a vent I can access. That's not a vent I can access. I mean...
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
That's... No. That camera... Come on. Game. I know you're not exactly supposed to be the world's most easiest piece of piss in the world, but sometimes you've got to play by some set of rules, I think you'll find. Damn it. Hey, just about once again. Awfully large volume of robots.
The plan beautifully. Get ready for your next battle on the Index. The outcome promises to be much different.
Good. Right, I think once again we need a automatic weapon just to clear these fuckers out. And again, oh bloody Rattels again. There we go, this time I've destroyed the Rattel spawner. It's crucial when dealing with the Rattels, I think. I will do C. I don't know. There's not really a good reason. Yeah, the shame this one just can't seem to punch through Ospreys, which... I mean, don't get me wrong, it does a fair chunk of change. It doesn't... You know, it doesn't punch through in one shot, which is kind of what I was after. I think the crit shot on those mowers is the little camera sort of thing that essentially looks like a head. So if you can headshot the mowers, you can do a lot more damage, but targeting that tiny little camera rig, or what looks like a camera rig, is surprisingly difficult. Also, apparently, jumping to an appropriate location is also surprisingly difficult. I must admit, I'm surprised they haven't just... Maybe it might be overlapping with the C vault. Because I think, beneficially, they do put the vaults in an approximate order that allows you to sort of take all the vaults and then get to the exit at the same time, which is quite nice. I didn't even thought that was going to be a lovely little stealth attack, but unfortunately it was not to be. Oh, we're scanning another domestic drone, that's fine. Oh, there's a dude. There's a dude, there's a dude, there's a dude. Please don't do that. Thank you. Did you actually leave him a choice in the matter? No, I shot him in the face before he was able to do what I asked him not to. Ooh, a golden hand. Interesting. What is this? I don't know. But I don't have any of them. So whatever it is, I clearly don't own the things. Nice. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I thought that was definitely going to kill him instantaneously. It did not. That was disappointing. Everything I do is a little disappointing. Even when I have a poo. Yeah, I know. You can get those little rovers for your own ship. I just can't remember how, or why, or where. Somewhere you can get those little rovers. But unfortunately, without the knowledge of how, where, or when you can get those, I probably won't be able to get them. Okay. It's proving a combat situation I can't seem to deal with, or at least not quickly. Oh yes, you can destroy. I think if you just shoot the shield enough, it will be destroyed. But you can also take the sort of path of just shooting it a lot. It's probably optimal to do it properly, but sometimes just shooting things a lot is a viable solution that I'm fine with using. It's like just random stabbing tends to be a good dish. So I kind of need to find out where the bloody rattler spawn is. Another Eximus. You were asking me to kill Eximus. I don't know if that's meant to be plural or not.
Watch yourself. The alarms have attracted a Versa.
Oh, well that's inconvenient. Can't remember how you deal with those. Those are the ones where I think you have to plough a lot of damage into them. Go on lad, get the scans on. Thank you. That's what we wanted to see, that's what we wanted from you. Stab some crates in the, well, I mean whatever, essentially whatever passes for a place on a crate.
Find the console and retrieve the security code.
That's the general plan, dear, that's the general plan. And of course, if the dude turns around at exactly the worst moment, you may have problems. It could probably be better to use this gun just for the better method of... okay, so we need to do something about that door. We can't exactly do anything about those lasers yet, so I think we just basically went the wrong way. I can't see any gap in the lasers. It's definitely possible that there is one, I just can't see it. So I'm wondering if maybe this side? No, that side is not opening. Okay, maybe I've missed a secret path somewhere. If at first you can't find the up path, I suppose look for a down path, no? Again, I wonder if there's a secret path in the lasers, but no. Can't see anything there. Are we sure it's not this console? No, it doesn't appear to be that console. Is there a secret path in the floor? No. Is there a secret path in the lasers? No. Aha, I wonder. Aha, yes, there we go. Oops, get in the vent, that's the ticket. There we go. I knew there'd be a secret here. It was inevitable. They don't tend to leave you hanging or wanting for a path. Oh, oh, dangerous, 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 dangerous. Now, I mean, strictly speaking, I can probably just drop down and get the data before the inevitability of the alarms destroys it, but I would prefer to do it properly. Here we go. That's it. Deactivate the lasers. Superb. Right. I think, by Jove, this one I actually did professionally. I found the appropriate path and then did the appropriate path. Whee!
Got it. The data is still intact. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
So actually, possibly you do have to try all three. Once upon a time, okay, this burster taking no damage. Okay, there we go. Right, it's taking some damage now. I don't think this burster is going to be sufficient. It's going to prove too troublesome. I don't think. Although, having said that, it has required me burning all of my ammunition in the other machine, in the other gun. I mean, technically it's a machine. It's a machine with a very specific name. So at this point, yes, I think if I slam my doodah into the... Oh, okay, no, it's dead. Fine. No, that's fine. I'm really not fussed about that. Never, you know... Part of the plan was never really to use the burster all that much. I was only just... I was only curious to just show it. But yeah, I think if you leave those bursters, you can take control of them by hacking the backside of them, which is sometimes useful, but as we saw, that burster wasn't necessarily the world's most potent burster. Some of them do get very, very nasty. When the sort of levels scale up, those bursters become quite the nightmare. Yes. If only it was only dudes. If it was only dudes, like OnlyFans, but for dudes, this would be really satisfying, because I am just owning their faces with my gun. By owning their faces, I mean removing their faces from existence. Might as well turn the alarms off. Usually a benefit. There we go, superb, marvellous. Hey! Hey! Dude's face exploded. If you can sing that to the tune of Macarena, that would be quite the accomplishment. Oh, of course, yes, the old fusion mower. Not only has a fusion beam. Oh, God. Oh, wow, this has gotten crowded. And do you know what I do when it's crowded? I turn into a puddle. I think we can come back from puddling. We have got tentacles available. So we've got tentacles. There's a lot. There's a lot of dudes here. I don't know if I fully agree with the whole this many dudes. Yeah. I'm in disagreement that this many dudes is entirely necessary again. Oh, bloody rattles. Especially if I can't aim the gun properly. That's always when I have trouble with having that many dudes here. If in doubt, stab everybody and use tentacle. Always a good method. Oh, I suppose I did set up an alarm. Oh well. That fast. I shouldn't be too far away from the extraction point, I don't think. Yeah. Did I miss those blasters? No, I didn't. Good. Slate. I'd almost annoyed if I'd missed those blasters. Oh, there you go. I told you it wouldn't be that far away.
How much longer can I go on for?
Well,
the
hopefully
passing
for
will
as long
come in a
as
few
I
years
need
with
you
no
to.
one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by resting robots, and the Triuna will be lost forever.
Anyone? Anyone? No, just a dramatic zoom. Just the zoom
Ergo,
function. Anything
what
else?
is
No,
this
just the zoom.
passing? What do you know about the Triuna?
Triuna is the Myconian's chosen one. It passes from one to the next in a simple ceremony. A pinprick on the finger is all it is.
A disease.
Yes, likely. The Myconians may be carriers with ancestral resistance to the infestation. Or they are merely keepers of the flame, perpetuating a weaker strain through this ritual.
The infested fear hybrids.
They do, and so the Myconians harvest them without violence. That is their way of life. Eventually, the Triuna succumbs to the burden, and so they must pass it on, and on, lighting a new torch before the other fades away.
Fades. You mean dies. We could cure her before that happened.
Of what? An extraordinary gift? No Triuna would ever want to lose that. They live in honor, to serve their people, for the greater good.
But they're only children.
What a shame, they're only children. I was playing with my guns. Because I was testing and seeing which gun I fancied the idea of having in the next round. I'm considering the Opticore, might be interesting. I think it's a bit too sort of big and flashy though, and not in a good way. It just sort of I think it's a rocket launcher or something similar. Anyway, that's it. That's it. There's nobody here to care, but that's it. That's your Warframe Wednesday. It's plausible that if people were present, I'd go on for a bit longer, but as it's not, fuck it. Yeah. That's it. Cheerio. End video. And that's it.
Operator, you are leaving the battle. If you continue any further, I will be forced to extract you, and this mission will be a failure.